whenever you're set. So you can just start with your name.
Okay. My name is Yuhong Qiu, Vice President of Regulatory Affairs in Legend Biotech.
My name is Tao Niu, currently Associate Director in the Clinical and Quantitative Pharmacology Department at Vertex Pharmaceuticals. I'm also the cell therapy track lead for our conference.
All right, thank you both for stop by and take the interview. And this is going to be casual, so don't be nervous. And so you travel all the way from Boston, is that right?
No, I'm a local person.
Oh, you're local here.
I work remotely.
And could you tell us a little bit more about your company and what you're working on right now? Because I think Legend is probably familiar with many of the people, but
Right.
in case people don't know it, just give some background.
Yeah. So Legend Biotech is a company focused on cell therapy.
Mm-hmm.
The company was founded in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And as many people know that the LCAR-B38M, the anti-BCMA CAR-T therapy, was originated in Legend in China.
Mm-hmm.
And we reported first data in ASCO 2017 with very impressive data from the first 35 patients, showed the impressive 100% overall response rate. And the strength of the Legend 2 data result in a worldwide licensing and collaboration agreement with Janssen Biotech to jointly develop and commercialize our first product, cilta-cel. And then, Legend Biotech also have our own pipelines that we're working on different assets that again focus on oncology, both hematologic and solid tumors.
How about Vertex? Because traditionally it's not known in this space, right?
Vertex actually is traditionally a small molecule company focused on cystic fibrosis. We have 4 approved small molecule drug products in this particular space. And now we are spending a lot of efforts and money on cell and gene therapy. For example, I'm currently working on LNP encapsulated mRNA therapy for cystic fibrosis patients without any CFTR protein. The first in-human study will likely kick off later this year. And also we have a cell therapy, CTX001, for sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia, the first ever ex vivo therapy with CRISPR-Cas9. That's going to be filed later this year. It's a functional cure of sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia. So quite exciting. We have a lot of things in the pipeline, so really looking forward to it.
Yeah, so you're still pretty disease focused because I know Vertex is the leader in cystic fibrosis.
Yes,
and so you're just expanding your horizon and trying new modality and trying to lead the field and as a Vertex. Right? Okay, great. And what do you see in your area? What's the bottleneck? It's going to hinder your growth in the cell and gene therapy. This is manufacturing a problem, and do you have anything else can tell the audience?
Yeah, I think as everyone know, and I think Dr. Peter Marks also mentioned it specifically, right? Manufacture is a challenge facing the entire industry of cells and gene therapy. I think besides that, also that as we move forward, there are less and less clean targets, and we will have to find innovative ways to achieve selectivity from not so clean targets. The other thing is to overcome body's own immune rejection for foreign, for example, allogeneic cells, and how to overcome body's rejection to the foreign therapies to achieve as good efficacy and safety profile as the autologous therapies. And again, for solid tumor, how to overcome the tumor suppressive microenvironment. Many active research are ongoing using different types of armors. And so those are challenges, but very active research are ongoing, and I'm hopeful that we'll get there down the road.
Yeah, great. Good. I think there's a lot of challenges definitely face, and the CNG therapy field is facing. I think with everyone's help, I think hopefully we can in the coming years overcome a lot of those challenges. How about you?
I would like to echo Dr. Chiu's comment for CMC challenge, particularly on AEV and LNP. And also I would like to comment that for most of these cell and gene therapies, they are mostly focused on rare disease. And the challenge of doing rare disease drug development is they don't typically have a clear mechanism or clear understood efficacy points. And also, it's really hard to recruit patients given their limited sample size. And also, it's really hard to get reimbursement because given those small limited number of patients, how can you justify a really, really big dollar sign, right? So there are multiple challenges out there, but Vertex really committed to all kinds of rare disease with certain focus, of course. We cannot tackle all those 6,000 rare disease. But I think it's a good start. For example, the CTX01 for sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia. So we are committed, and we have a lot of things in the pipeline, and we have spent a lot of money, resources on it. So just looking forward to it.
Okay, great. And because this is our first cell and gene therapy hosted by SAPA-GP and at Philly. And how was your impression so far? And if you can have one comment, what we can improve in the future, what would that be? Oh, whoever is going to take the first.
Maybe I can start. As one of the organizing committee members, I would say it's fairly difficult to recruit the right people because it's a challenge if locally to have the right people with the right expertise. But I think with the success of our first cell and gene therapy at Philadelphia, I think it will be a lot easier for us to recruit for the next time. So I mean, fingers crossed, and I'm pretty sure that we'll have a really good conference next year.
Okay. So I don't know if you actually are the meeting organizer, so we're hoping to build upon the success. Right? How about you?
I think that both US and China are the hotbed for cell gene therapy research and early development. SAPA, I think, is in a unique position to be an effective conduit to facilitate more exchange between the two continents. Perhaps that we can utilize that strength more down the road, especially how to translate research and early development done in one continent to the other one more efficiently, and to exchange knowledge gained and to so that we can have more efficient development down the road and leverage what's been achieved in both sides of the world.
Okay, great. Because as Peter mentioned this morning, like especially for rare disease, and those like ultra rare disease, will probably have to take the global effort trying to address. Because by a single company or by a single continent may not be enough.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of the day.